Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Voidfox, and I'm going to be checking out a game called Bravium, or Bravium. I think it's Bravium because you're brave, right? Yeah, let's go with that. I've played, let's see, close to, I've played about 12 hours of this already, so this isn't a series I'm going to be starting from the very beginning. I'm probably about halfway through, but the gameplay loop is the same. So check this out. I've already gone through all of this. You start here, and you go on to you go along the path here on each level, and each one of these spots is a battle, and then of course, based on how well you do, you get a star rating. So I've been desperately trying to get 3 stars on everything, and so far I've succeeded. Along the way, little challenges will pop up, which is kind of neat. They seem random, which is nice, so add some variety, although the gameplay is still the same. The challenges come in a way of, so far, what, 1, 2, 3, I think 4 different things. One, cabbages, which is your currency for upgrading, and I'll show you that. I'll show you that after. Or yeah, for upgrading, and we'll show that in a second. That's for upgrading your items. Then you got these swords. This is raids. Raids are like you versus a wave of enemies, and if you can get through them, you'll get a nice card pack that you can open up, and then those cards will give you items that you can then use to upgrade. I'll show you that as well. Then you have the star here, so that will, if you can pass this, will grant you stars, which is used to upgrade your talents. There's a lot of stuff in this game, so I'll go through all of that with you. Just so you know, if this looks like a mobile game, it is because, well, it is. It was. It is. It still is. But they've ported it to the PC, and they removed all that free-to-play nonsense. So this is a one-time purchase, and everything in the game is obtainable just by playing. There are no microtransactions, no in-app purchases, any of that nonsense craziness. They've balanced it to work on a buy-to-play model, which I can appreciate. The UI is clean. It's simple. I do wish there were some more PC-specific elements. For example, when we go to our inventory, I would like it that if I highlight or hover my mouse over, say, one of these trinkets up here, that it would tell me what it is and what the stats are. Instead, like, since there's no hovering in mobile, they've just sort of ported it over, so you have to click it, and then it'll tell you here, and then same with clicking on other items. So, you know, stuff like that would be nice. However, it's passable, and it works, so no big deal. So let's go through the currencies, or should I just start playing? What the hell? Let's just start playing, and then I'll explain it as I need to. So I've left off here. I think I still got, what, like another half of the game to go. Like, there's so many levels in this game. There's a lot of content. I'm about halfway through at 12 hours game time. So that gives you an indication that maybe it may take another 12 hours, and that's assuming I don't 3-star everything, or maybe I 3-star everything. There's a lot here, but let's just jump right in. Okay, so we're going to do this mission here. And we can select one of 2 characters, the wizard or the barbarian. I'm going to go with the barbarian, I think, this time around. Or should I go with the wizard? I'll go with the barbarian. We'll play both. And then you have different skills. So these are the skills that I've unlocked so far. We have a headbutt, deals high damage to the nearest enemy, chance to stun. Then you have the shout, reduces defense and attack speed of nearest enemies. Now, what would also be nice if there were stats here, like there's a chance to stun. What is that chance? Is it 10%, 20%, 30%, etc.? But no, again, not a huge issue, and you'll see why because of the style of game it is. This is like an in-depth RPG. It is a hero defense game, though. That's right. Is that what it's called? Hero defense? The genre? I don't know. Anyway, it's where you control a hero and you take on waves of enemies. You'll see. You'll see. Let's go. Anyway, I'm going to stick with shout, my lightning strike, and I'm going to stick with storm. We're going to do that, and let's see. I have this trinket on, which reduces enemies' range and magic damage by 10. You'll see there's numbers here, and what this means is these little rectangles are cards. So every time you find the card of one of these trinkets, it adds it to this number. And when you get enough of them, so in this case, you need 4 for this one, 3 for this one, and so on, you can then upgrade it. So see here, I need 3 cards to upgrade it, and then you spend your cabbages, and then boom, you've upgraded that trinket to be more powerful. The same applies to your weapons. As you play, you unlock more weapon categories. So 2-handed swords, you got your crossbows, action shields. Looks like I still have 2 more to unlock. two-handed axes, and so on. And then even in here, you unlock various weapons and shields within that category, and I still have a few I haven't unlocked here. And then again, in here, you'll see that you can upgrade. You can upgrade these items based off the cards you collect, right? So, and the cabbage price goes up the higher level it is. Anyway, so what am I doing here? I have a trinket that reduces range, gives me armor, and gives me more damage with a one-handed weapon. So I'm going to stick with what I have here. You can also, let's see, you can also equip potions or trinkets or scrolls, all these little things here. And what they do is, for example, hold on, I got this guy here. So this guy here increases auto attack speed for 90 seconds. And then my second potion is restores 75% health and mana. And then you have a third slot. And what that does is if you use one of these, this will then take up that slot while you're playing. In order to use it, though, you'll have to spend cabbages. So it's sort of like your little backup. And this one here will double the weapon strength if I need to. But there's plenty you can get. As you see down here is the chest. This is how you can spend excess cabbages to unlock chests, and this will give you your potions or your consumables. Basically, it's all these are. So it's pretty cool stuff. Again, this was a bit different in the mobile version. There was like you click on one, it would take time to open, blah blah blah. But in this case, you don't really. They've balanced all that. Okay, so let's play this match. Gonna give us a little tip right off the bat. We're on level 52. Holy moly. Yep, so we just go. So you control your warrior, A and D, right? To move them back and forth, and they'll just auto-attack enemies in range. And you'll see along the bottom here, I have access to all my skills and my weapons. So as they attack, you earn XP, which is up here. You'll see I'm now already level 3. And as you level up, this is important because if I were to click on this or hit R, this shows up. This gives me a list of all the melee weapons I can upgrade, right? So as you've seen, I've chosen the sword and board category. And so my weapon can be any one of these. And of course, they have a level and a cost associated with them. So here we go. This shows you in comparison to what I'm using now. I'm using this guy here as your starting sword. I've already unlocked enough money and levels to pick one of these swords. And of course, it's all situational. A lot of the times, the one that gives you the most damage is the better one, but there are cases where that's not something that you need, right? An example of that would be the sword I have currently highlighted. This one here restores 2 mana on a critical hit. So if your crit is pretty high and you're you're heavily using magic, then you're gonna want to keep your mana replenished, even though it might be slightly lower in damage. You're sort of balancing that with some hard-hitting skills. So there's different strategies you can take. Let's see. I'm gonna grab. I'll try this one, the Cursed Sword, 5% chance to weaken targets. We're going to go ahead and buy that. I can also click on the shield now because it's telling me I can buy something, or hit F. I like the keyboard shortcuts in this as well. Right now I can only buy the second one. This increases my defense, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I can grab, say, one of these 2 or one of these 3. So we're going to close that. Here it's saying that I have enough of these little magic thingies where I can upgrade a skill. So I'm going to upgrade my lightning strike, and I'm going to hold on to these. I'm going to use my lightning strike. Boom! Essentially, the sword and shield is when you back up, it has a passive where it regenerates your magic and your health. Yeah, let's just weaken them. Another lightning strike. Oh, never mind. Starting to get a bit crazy. Let's go ahead and upgrade our sword again. This one here has a chance to inflict bleed target. You'll see that the items have or your melee weapons have a green border around them. That's the durability. So as you use it, oh, what's that? Oh, I missed it. As you use it, it loses durability, which is it's basically a balance mechanic where you're going to have to constantly keep buying new weapons throughout your match. So this is a tower. You earn stars by taking out both towers and then finishing all enemies. That's how you get 3 stars in a match. Okay, we're getting hurt here. We're going to do our big spell here. Big lightning strike. We're actually probably going to fail this because I'm talking, not really paying attention. I want to buy a new shield. There's a 50% chance to deal 30 damage, 3% defense. Let's see, chance to gain 100 gold on hit. You know what? Let's just go. Actually, 26, 30 chance to Yeah, let's go with the gold one. You see, it actually changes the look as well, which is neato skeeto, I think. We gotta watch out for those, Whoop. You can dodge. Well, not dodge. You just step backwards, right? Sometimes your guy will do a double swing. You'll see that. He'll do a little stabby stab. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, so next time we're going to do it without explaining a lot of stuff here. Okay, we'll restart. I didn't use any potions, so no big deal. So I'm going to buy this one right off the bat, just to give me a little damage boost, see if we can take down this tower any faster. Throughout the different biomes in the game, there are different types of towers. This one here, once you get it to 50%, this breaks, and then this turns into a tower that shoots you. Kind of like one you would see in a MOBA. Right, now I should probably upgrade this. Alright, let's back up a little bit. The lightning strike is nice because it gives you a chance to stun. Big fan of. You'll see a little horn comes up here. If you want to push that, you can. It will send in the next wave of enemies and give you a big gold boost if you do that. But right now we're struggling just to get this first tower down. So I'm going to do that first. We got the first tower down. We can upgrade our shield. So I'm going to... No, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, we just picked up a relic. I'll explain that once we get two. You can use this relic, and this one here gives us a damage boost. I'm going to go ahead and call the next wave. I only got 10 gold for that because I waited so long. But this will give you a damage boost, or you get lucky and another relic can drop, and then you can combine them. And there's various relics you can get. And what's nice about them is that when you combine relics, they have effects. They can grant you a powerful weapon. They can cast a powerful spell. They can give you a lot of health. Things like that based on the certain combinations that you have. 50% chance to get Berserk stance on damage taken. That sounds awesome. That means you attack faster. I'm going to save it for 7 to really boost that up. I'm going to do my big spell here. It's getting a little overwhelmed. Got a longer cooldown, but woo! Look at those stuns, baby. Here we go. So we have a combination right here. So I'll show you how that works here. I'm going to go ahead and call in the next wave. We'll do this combo now. This one gives me, well, a big flame shotgun, basically. That's pretty badass. It does big AoE damage. I just died. That guy hits hard. Okay. Obviously, this strategy's not working. So what you could do is maybe change your strategies. Okay, listen. What should we do? Maybe we try two-handed swords. So I'm going to go ahead and equip those. If that's the case, then I'm going to alter my... Let's see, one of my trinkets. Maybe more health. I could do more damage to two-handers. I do have a weapon. Is it this one? 10% damage dealt with two-handed weapons. Let's do that. We'll equip that trinket. I'm going to swap this one out for more health, I think, for this one. And we're going to switch to Berserker. So what that does is increases hero damage and regeneration for 20 seconds. I do like that. I'm going to go with the shield. We're going to go sort of defensive and rely on our Berserker, which makes you swing faster and gas. And we'll keep shout. So that's going to be our combo. Let's see if this works. I haven't been using my potions. That's sort of a mistake. You'll see that I can buy a second sword right off the bat. The only reason is because I've upgraded a talent that gives me more money at the start. And I'll show you talents after we actually successfully win here. I'm going to buy that right away just to get a little bit of a damage boost. I'm going to start working on this. Every weapon category has its own strengths and weaknesses. This one is high damage, low defense, but it also does AoE. So while I'm hitting this tower, as soon as someone gets in range, you'll see that they take some splash damage. And then combine that with shout and weaken them, they'll take even more. So we're actually going to increase our shout. Do it again. Already leveled it up twice. Now these are going to take even more damage. Let's see. This is pretty cool. Sword of the Void. Sword of the Voidfox? Anyway, 8% chance to summon a Dread Tentacle. Let's do that. I'm going to pop my shield to start taking less damage. The nice thing about the shield as well is that if you get hit, any damage gets converted to... oh, there's that Dread Tentacle, which is a beam of death. It gets converted to mana. Not that I really need that at this point in time. But it does help. It does help. You shout again. Really level up that shout. We got that tower down. Looks like we got another combo. I'm not sure what this does. I can't remember them all. Let's see. 2.5 to splash damage, and it's a pretty good damage boost. So we're going to buy that sword. We're choppy chop now. This guy's kind of stunned, it looks like. Some of them rely on range. They have to be a certain range to attack you, so there is definitely a little bit of strategy. I want to pop this because there's an archer over there. Just doing damage. I want to pop my berserker as well. You see how it just... Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Let's see what this thing does. Attackers will be frozen, so that's what that does. That actually worked out quite well. And we are doing almost 1,300 damage. Oh my goodness, on that tower. So you can see Berserker mode is a killer skill, for sure. I'm going to call in the next wave. You just saw I got 5 grand there, which, well, basically means I can buy any sword I damn well please. 5% chance to knock back. 19.2. Targets become vulnerable to magic attacks. You can see how you can start comboing different things, right? But based off my current build, this isn't really useful to me right now. 20% spell damage, again, not very useful. Let's see. 10% chance to inflict bleed on hit. That's not bad. Oh, yeah, the blood sword. This one's beautiful. So, huge damage increase. I also get 50% to my max health and restore 3% health on critical hit. That's a beaut. Now, you might be thinking, man, isn't there, like, balancing issues there? Like, if this sword breaks, you can just rebuy it. Yes, you can, but every time it breaks, the price actually goes up. So you have to be careful how much you spam a certain sword. Or a certain item, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and increase my... Start going back. I don't want to lose this. So I'm going to see if I can go through without... Oh, those guys hit hard, so I have to be very careful. Okay, this is... Okay, wait, what? Where did that come from? I can't believe... Guys, I promise you I'm going to win this. I played 12 hours of this, and you're all thinking, now we see why you played 12 hours. You suck at this. I'm going to use Berserker right off the bat with a stronger weapon. See if we can take down this tower a lot faster. I'm not sure this is a good idea, but we almost have it down to half already. Now, that shout only affects units. Yeah, that tower is nearly dead. So that actually might have been an interesting strategy. The katana does more damage by a lot, but it can only target a single enemy. But it does grant me 30% defense. Why don't we give it a shot? It could mean slicing through these guys a little bit faster. They're not really grouping up at the moment, and by the time we can upgrade, maybe we'll have a better, or we can purchase a better group sword. Oh, it's that guy who's a little stupid spell. Little bastard. You can see now my shout is at maximum. Okay, we can buy another sword. This one might be alright. I'm going to stick with the katana for now, just save up my money. Call in the troops here so we get a little boost to our monies. Let's see. Target becomes vulnerable to magic attacks now. I'm going to save up for this guy here. It's a beautiful sword. You see, sometimes they do like a 3-hit combo. I'm going to pop her shield. I'm going to save up for the Berserker. There's a horn here. What does that do? It does something. Increase... Oh, the horn. Attack speed decrease. So it's a debuff. But we're going to be able to break that and stop that from happening. Let's go ahead and just... Whoa! Get a little wee back here. Now we can buy this. Now we can do some... we got to be careful here. Oh, dear. That thing hits hard. I got to be very careful. See if I can kill it before it gets me. Oh, I did not. Okay, let's pop this potion. There, we've used our potion. Go ahead and call in more guys, because now it's just... Why can't the cat... There we go. Was I stunned? I might have been stunned. Okay. Oh, those little snow... Oh, I got it just before it hit me. Alright, I might need to use my Berserker. I'm not sure, though. I want to see how much I can get through this without using it, because it's got a long cooldown. There you go. It's really the game... Oh, that damn mosquito got me. They hit so hard. Okay, let's use this. That's gonna regen... Okay, that's just regenning my... Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Wow, this mission is really hard. I've obviously hit a a spike. Like a wall, like a difficulty wall here. Either that or I need to change up my strategy. Why don't we try a raid? We'll go over here. We're going to try this raid. I haven't beat it yet. I've only made it to the 3 skulls section. And maybe I'll take the chance to show off the wizard. So the wizard, we got Fireball and Freeze currently unlocked. I'm going to go with Fireball. We have the Familiar and Blizzard. Blizzard's pretty cool because it debuffs enemies on the screen as well as gives you mana and health for each enemy affected by it. Then there's this Familiar, which just is basically extra DPS. I'm going to go with that only because I'm running with a fire trinket, which increases my fire damage, and then of course Meteor if I'm going to go with that. So you can go pretty defensive if you want with the ice set, but I'm going to go with that. Let's put in another potion. Doubles all skill damage for 90 seconds. That sounds good. Let's throw that in there. In terms of, let's see, why don't we go wands, just so I can show you guys what that looks like? Alright. And we'll play. So, let's see how this goes. This is a raid. There's no towers. It's just strictly 5 waves of deadly enemies. Now I can pop up my Familiar here. And there you go. So, here's our wand and our Familiar kicking ass. We can cast a Fireball, some AoE. We definitely need a better chance to weaken. Let's do that. Whoa, my god. I don't know if this was a good combo, but we're going to give it a whirl. Okay, those guys drop health orbs, which is nice. They regen your health. You just got to... I'm not close enough to pick them up. Okay, we have... Let's see, let's get a new shield. Increases maximum mana... Well, actually, this is a shield of knowledge. Maximum mana regenerates your mana. Interesting. Chance to summon a Kraken. That's more for melee range. It sends out like a tentacle from the shield. Spell damage by 25%. That's pretty nice. This is a pretty good one. I'm going to go with this guy. I'm going to shoot a meteor here because I'm getting overwhelmed. And yeah, we're about to die. I don't think this was a good combo, to be honest. Oh, let's just stay here and grab this heart here. That's going to regen our health a little bit. Alright, let's get a better wand. 50% chance to chill target, 50% chance to pierce. That sounds nice. Slightly lower damage than the 9th or 8th wand here, but the skull wand, let's give this a whirl. Pierce target would be nice because that means I can hit more than one, possibly. And pierced yet. There we go. That one pierced. That one did. So that's not bad. I should upgrade my my Fireball. What I do like about the Familiar is I can retreat and it's still doing some damage. Okay, let's cast this. What does that do? Locks me in some ice and restores some mana. Shield-wise, magic barrier. What the hell does that mean? 6 mana regen per second. That's kind of crazy. Why don't we try that? Trying to get, there we go. Collect these here. Okay, we're doing alright. A little fireball their way. That does some AoE, which is nice. Shielded unit. Dodge his attack. He's gonna do a move. Boom. Dodging. And... die. Alright, that was the second wave. So this is what's known as a raid, and we're getting our butts absolutely kicked here. I can't believe I've, it's like, hey guys, check out this cool game, and I do nothing but lose. But hey, you know what? I had to do a lot of winning to get to this point. Think about it that way, okay? Alright, get off my back. Oh my god, look at this. Look at the troops coming in. I'm gonna upgrade our Fireball again. That does a good chunk of AoE damage. I don't know, what does this do? Oh, that just gives me a whole buttload of cabbages. At least there's that. Oh man. We might have to use our meteor. Okay, let's use it. Oh, I'm out of mana. Oh boy. Here we go. Whew. There we go. Okay, that was a bit tight. Increase our Fireball again. Oh man, I wonder if it's worth if I buy a different wand now that is a little bit more. Chill target, the piercing, it's 50%. I mean, it should be piercing more often. But we all know how percentages can work in games like this. Just think XCOM, right? Now, I don't know if it has like a max pierce. Like if it can, like if it pierces one enemy, will it have like an additional 50% to pierce the next? Oh, my wand broke. That's not good. So now you see it's a little bit more to buy the same wand again. So we're gonna go ahead and buy the winter wand. Give this a whirl. Wand also does in fact cost mana to use. So that's why I'm not regenning super fast. I thought the shield. Oh man. Oh wow, this might be the end. Yeah, this is the end. I can't retreat any further. So this is a killer raid. Nothing but losing three skulls, which is what the highest I've gotten on that raid. But hey, we've got an achievement, and there's that. All right, talents. Let me show you talents before we wrap up this video, and before we do another one for our next part in the next play of this series, because I actually do enjoy this game, even though it's very mobile. I do like the fact that it's sort of like really a resource management, right? It's not really an idle game, like an idle hero game. You are actively commanding your hero to cast spells, and positioning plays a huge role. I'm probably not doing it the greatest way, but you know what? Whatever. Okay, so you have all these talents, and of course, different talents unlock. You don't start off with all these talents. You have different categories. You can see I have a couple here in this category still unlock. Same with this one, and I have none here yet. But you spend your stars that you earn. I have 2 to upgrade these things. So you have things that are like increasing your weapon damage, your health restoration, your health points, and your skill damage, and so on and so forth. Your armor. You also have critical hit chance and increase your starting gold. You can see here I've already leveled this up to 7. So I start off with 1,500 gold, which is nice. But it's telling me I have something that I can put points into. And here we are, air damage. So I'm currently at level 2 here. More damage to flying units, which is nice, so those bastards can really hurt. Or increase damage to bosses. Yes, there are bosses. Void, show us something. Okay, here is the beast log of all the critters and creatures and monsters you go up against, and there are some bosses. So for instance, that's not one, that's a jellyfish. Electrical jellyfish, the most beautiful explosive. Okay, so let's see, this was a boss, I think. Iron Hand, Stunning Shout, Knockback, Hear Me Roar. Here's one of my favorite bosses right here, the turtle. Heavy Stomp has massive stone blocks falling from the ceiling, and it's Teenage Mutant, possibly Ninja. Amazing. So there are bosses here, and you can see there's still quite a few enemies that I have yet to encounter. And of course, that all happens when you get into the different biomes, right? So after I'm through this biome, which looks like I'm right near the beginning of this biome, pretty damn close anyway. And then you get to this one, and then you get to this one. It's crazy. But yeah, this game's a lot of fun. But anyway, this has been Voidfox, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm definitely going to be playing more of this. Let me know what you think of the game. Do you think it's mobile trash, or do you think it's pretty cool that the developers did their best to turn a free-to-play microtransaction wallet-sucking model into something maybe PC gamers would better appreciate? At least I know I do, but that's just my opinion. I'd love to know what you think. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon.